Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It is Tuesday, which means it's Take 10 time, which is my art play dates every week. And the idea is to take 10 minutes to be creative. And I think we can all find 10 minutes in our day. And if you guys are like me, you have a few more days, a few more minutes perhaps in your day with everything going on. It has been just a crazy couple of weeks. So, sometimes these things, these simple things, just getting into your art journal, spending time being creative, playing with your crafty supplies, these are the things that to me feel normal. And so they're the things that I am coming back to just to try to find some sense of normalcy. And I won't lie, I've had a hard time being creative in the past week. There's a lot going on. And I live in Virginia. Our schools were just closed for the rest of the year. So my kids won't go back to school for about 6 months, which is crazy to me. And just it's a lot. So keeping things simple, trying out just easy techniques. This is what I've been able to do. I haven't been great at creating in my art journal or Bible journal just because it's just been a lot to take. And sometimes when things weigh heavy, it's hard to get into that creative zone. Hello from New Zealand, Alma and Carol and Vicky and Beverly. Welcome to all you guys. So let me stop jammering on and we will get to being creative. And today's theme is Doodle, which is something simple that we can all do. And it doesn't mean you have to be able to draw, because I will never claim that I can draw at all, but I can doodle. And so I'm going to start with setting my timer just so I don't lose track of time. I do have kids running around the house, so we might get interrupted, but that happens. All right, let's see. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right, so I'm actually going to start doodling with some watercolor. So the first thing I'm going to do is just lay down a rainbow of watercolor. And I'll get my heat tool out, let it dry in just a second. And I'm just going to lay down a real simple rainbow of watercolor. I'm using my Koi watercolors. They're my favorite go-tos. They're a really good brand to get started with. Ours was going to go back at the end of April, and then not so much as of yesterday. My kids are super disappointed. Their teachers sent videos and tears. It's a lot, but I think, everyone's trying to stay safe and trying to make good choices. So we're just all got to do our little part. Let me add a little bit of blue in. Hey, from the UK. Good morning, Debbie. Also, how are you guys holding up? Is everyone at home? Are you having to work still? You have kids underfoot now. Let me know how it's going with you guys. I have some friends that are kind of flourishing. They really are enjoying this time, and we're enjoying the time as a family for sure. But it's a big change. All right, so I have my basic rainbow here. I'm gonna dry it because what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna doodle with watercolor on top of watercolor. I did see that shelter in place in Dallas. My family is in the Dallas area, like Wiley and Denton, so they're not in shelter in place yet, but it might be coming. You're at work, Alma, still working. Husband's working from home. Oh, congratulations, Alicia, on a new grandson. That is super exciting. What a blessing during all this craziness to have a new little baby to focus on. JT, so cute. I did see the lockdown there in Britain. Now I have allergies. Y'all hear me maybe cough. And I think that's kind of it's all weird timing because I know a lot of people are kind of suffering from some seasonal allergies. And so we're all kind of self-isolating when normally we'd be dealing with it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my most fine tipped water brush right here. Let me see if I can get it to, it's not going to want to focus on it. My most fine tipped water brush, and this one is a Kuretake one. And then I'm just going to do some simple doodles. So on top, and this is just going to be like a tone on tone kind of deal. And this is a fun way. I mean, if you're looking for just, say you're Bible journaling, or say you just want to get into your supplies, but you don't know what you want to make, try working with just a simple pattern and just see, once you kind of start relaxing into it, if that makes sense. So you just kind of get in the zone, and that's been my go-to these days. Come put on some music and just sit here. I haven't felt super creatively inspired with everything going on, but I can do something simple like this, and it kind of gets the juices flowing. So, and I like the tone on tone as just an idea because it's simple. And truthfully, I know some of you guys are card makers. This is a simple way to just put together a really lovely, simple card. I mean, look at this piece of paper. I could just cut this out, make it a card front. Yeah, Debbie, I feel the same way. Just doing something simple is my go-to these days. And I've seen a lot of really funny memes on craft groups that are like, this is what we've been hoarding our craft supplies for. And I feel it's that feeling like you should be should be using your time to do all of this creating, and then it's the irony of that, it just doesn't come, like you don't feel it. This plays into your preference, Vicky. Oh, see, Vicky, that's wonderful, creating the cards. For others, I've been trying to have my kiddos do something each day for other people, whether it's make cards. We made a poster for one of the little boys in our neighborhood had his birthday, and of course he can't have a birthday party. It's just a lot for him to have to deal with, and so we made like a poster and left it on his doorstep, and we wrote letters to teachers. So trying to reach out and do things for others, that's another way to kind of get the motivation going. Okay, so you guys get the idea. You can come through and do this tone on tone and kind of just doodle and let it, whatever comes out, comes out. And it's another good challenge that you can look back to later to see how many different, sorry, excuse me. Good morning, Sherry. How many different patterns you can come up with. It can be a lot of fun. So this is one way that I like to do it, because you guys know that I just love color. Like, I'm all about the color. So doodling in watercolor, just keeps that brush in my hand and kind of challenges me. It's like, what can I do in watercolor? Another challenge that I like a lot, and I did something similar a few weeks ago when I was working with shades maybe, is so just take your favorite pen. It is very zen, Carol. Oh, that's cute. The bear hunt. I've seen a lot of fun hunting ideas. All right, so take just a pen or a marker, something you like, and do a scribble around like that. And then your challenge is to fill each scribble, to fill each area with a pattern of some sort. So it challenges you. I like to do this one in black and white. You, of course, could do it in color. But it challenges you to kind of think outside the box on some different patterns that you can make. I really enjoy playing with lines a lot. And this whole dotted versus solid line. Kind of looks like roads in the end. But challenge yourself to really come up with some different choices of what you can add on. I do, Alicia, I agree. I feel like it is bringing out the good in a lot of people. It is, I mean, I think people know that we got to come together to get through something like this. So come together from an appropriate distance, figuratively, I suppose. But yeah, so I can continue that pattern. I can just come and think about like expanding hearts. So you can just expand out and try some different patterns. I'd love to see how many you guys come up with. And it is a fun challenge. And those of you that have kiddos at home to entertain, of course, this is a good challenge for them. See how many patterns they can come up with. And you can see you don't have to be able to draw. Oh, I love the sidewalk chalk idea too. But here's the thing. Sidewalk chalk gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I'm the person that can't touch chalk. It drives me like batty. I'm like, so whenever my kids, they love sidewalk chalk, of course. So we do have it, and they'll be like, Mommy, can you draw something? And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Not with sidewalk chalk. I was like that as a teacher too. It's a texture thing. It was a weird, hi, Bobby. How are you? All right. Alexa, stop timer. So you can see this is something that gets you into your supplies. You don't have to have a lot of inspiration. Again, the Art 10 Playdates are not about creating a final product. It's about playing with your supplies, tapping into some creativity. And if you're like me and creativity is hard to come by, then this is a really good exercise for me personally to sit down, be in my happy place, which is of course my craft room, spend time doing things I love, but just at a simpler level, just to create a little bit of normalcy. So take some time. I mean, this is just an old journal. If you don't have a journal at home right now, then, use computer paper, use copy paper, add it into a journal. There's all kinds of things that you can do with the supplies you have on hand. You don't have to run out, obviously, to buy things. You don't have to order a bunch of things. Check out what you have, dive into it, have a good time, stay safe, stay creative. Let's just keep our juices flowing, because I know that this community can come through and do a lot for the people around us, because creative people really help make the world go round. So thank you for all of you that came this morning. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all of you that are still having to work. I know a lot of you are in healthcare and doing essential jobs, and we appreciate you completely and totally for helping us stay healthy and helping keep a little bit of normalcy in our lives. So thank you so much, ladies. I will see you hopefully next Tuesday with a new topic. If you end up doing some doodles, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. It would really brighten my day. So send me a message. All right. You all have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.